We've all heard of fraudsters pretending to be people they're not in order to steal something from another person. But how often do you hear about people carrying corpses into the local post offices in order to collect and steal their pension checks? This brings us to Ireland in January 2022, involving an elderly man, his nephew, and his friend. On January 2022, the nephew, along with his friend, attempted to collect his elderly uncle's pension check from the local post office. However, unfortunately for them, the post office required that the elderly man would have to be physically present himself to collect his own pension. Undeterred by this requirement, the nephew returned home with his friend and decided to bring his uncle back to the post office in order to collect his pension money. The only issue was that his elderly uncle had allegedly just died. With their eyes on the prize, the nephew and his friend dressed his uncle in a large jumper to cover his face along with a hat on his head. The men's utter genius in this act was foiled when customers noticed the deceased's feet dragging along the floor behind him, and he was carried into the post office. Thankfully, customers and staff notified the police, and when questioned as to the health of the deceased man, they did what any caring family member would do and fled the scene, leaving the body of the deceased behind them. Obviously, the men did not fool the post office staff and so were not able to collect his pension check. The nephew in question has been charged but not yet convicted of fraud and deception for his actions. What do you think about this case? Let me know in the comments section below.